What's up, guys, and welcome to another edition of
Bert and Borders. And today, welcome to match week 3 of the Champions League. And after a disappointing result against Juventus, we need to get back into winning ways of Malmo. So all you need to know about Chelsea versus Malmo. So, Zane, next opponents are Malmo. Where do you think Malmo are from?
Sweden.
Sweden, that's right. Have you been to Sweden before? No, I've been to Stockholm.
Yeah, I've been to Sweden.
I've been to Stockholm before for a friend's wedding.
No, when we went shopping, because we went to Stockholm.
IKEA, you mean? No, IKEA doesn't count. You know IKEA's Swedish, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, so let's start with the team news. Thomas Tuchel said, we've got one injury. Guess who that is?
It's always him. It's always him.
It is. And actually, Matt Law asked about Pulisic. She's saying, why is he always injured? And you know what I think? I think it's a bit in his head, you know, because Tuchel said that sometimes he's got close to fitness and then he feels a little tweak in his ankle again. And that reminds me of a guy we used to have called Daniel Sturridge. He had to wait for himself to be fully fit before he played. So I think a little bit of it could be in the mind, you know, because, you know, he's got to get a bit tougher now because this ankle, you know, you shouldn't have a bit, unless it's like a fractured ankle or something like that. He shouldn't have been out for that long, should he? Really? Come on. Yeah, so apart from that, I think everyone else is fit. He did mention about Lukaku. Lukaku's been a topic of debate from a lot of people. And he made a good point, saying that Lukaku and Mason Mount, for that matter, are both suffering from a sort of physical and mental fatigue, having played in the Euros and playing in all these stupid international matches, you know, when they go off. And he said that he's playing a bit too many games. So because he said that, it kind of hinted to me that he may be rested for this game. Do you think?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. He was kind of paving the way for that. So who would you like to see if Lukaku doesn't play? Do you want to see Werner or false number 9 for Havertz?
I want to see probably Kepa. I'm joking. Probably Werner or Havertz.
Okay.
Probably Werner, actually.
Yeah.
I want to see him getting back to the goal scorer.
Right, so, Zane, head-to-heads. How many head-to-heads do you think we've had with them?
One.
And you should know, because... Yeah, you should know. 2. Under Sarli. In 2019, when we we beat a certain team from, he supports from North London, 4-1 in the final. Remember that one?
Yeah.
And yeah, so on the way to I think it was the group stages. Or no, group stages. Yeah, it was group stages because we had 2 back-to-back matches. I think it was in February against Malmo. And do you know what the scores were? Can you remember what the scores were? No, it wasn't that much.
Zappa cost the score?
It wasn't that much. No. You think not that much? Not that game.
Or was it 1-0?
One of the matches was no.
2-0?
No.
1-1?
No.
3-0?
Yeah, 3-0, and the other game
was 4-1.
No.
4-0?
You're guessing that. 2-1.
2-1, yeah. That's how I was going to say that.
You were going to say that. Yeah. So I'll move on to the quiz because we've got no one who's played for Chelsea or Malmo. We haven't even had a Swedish player, Zane. I think that's one of the only nationalities who haven't played for Chelsea.
But what about the Republic of Africa?
We've got a Swedish player on our books at the moment. This guy is called Anderson. And you know what? When he came, first of all, they say that he was the new Cristiano Ronaldo. But then his dad said, no, he's not the new Cristiano Ronaldo, he's the new Callum Hudson-Odoi. So from Cristiano Ronaldo to Hudson-Odoi.
His dad said that?
His dad actually said that, yeah.
So his dad just put him down?
Yeah, got put down by his dad.
He's the new Hudson-Odoi.
Yeah. So he's in the youth team at the moment. So let's see whether he can break in and become our first ever Swedish player. I think we had another Swedish player in our youth setup, but he didn't quite make the first team. So let's see if this Anderson guy could be the first. So the quiz, I'm going to go back to the head-to-head for the quiz now, because you know what I said. Can you remember what the scores were?
2-1 and 3-0.
Correct. So there was 2 players who scored in both those games.
William.
Nope.
Zappacosta.
Nope. I'll give you a clue. One was a forward and one was a midfielder.
Hazard.
One's still at the club
Hazard.
and one's no longer at the club.
Hazard.
No, it wasn't Hazard. I'll give you another clue.
Is the midfielder still at the club?
The midfielder is the one still at the club.
Okay, just that's all you have to tell me. Kante.
No.
Havertz. No.
And the midfielder doesn't really play a lot of games. Doesn't play a lot of games.
He doesn't play a lot. You have so many midfielders.
Kovacic plays all the time. He came on the other day and put in a brilliant pass.
Oh, Ruben off the street.
No. He was the one who came on and put in a brilliant pass for the Ben Chilwell.
Lukaku pass.
No, it wasn't a Ben Chilwell goal. It was against Southampton for the Werner goal. And he was on loan last season to Aston Villa, Zane.
Barkley.
Yes, Ross Barkley. He scored in both games. And the other guy was our top goal scorer in the Champions League last season, striker.
Giroud.
Yes, Giroud. So Giroud and Barkley scored in both games. Oh. But then another player scored in the 3-0 win. And he's like and I mentioned him earlier. I mentioned the guy earlier when I was talking about a Swedish player who plays for Chelsea.
Hudson-Odoi.
Yes, Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi scored the other goal in that match. Yeah, so more of the same, lads. No, another 3-0. So that goes on to our predictions, actually. So that's what I'm predicting. Chelsea versus Malmo, 3-0.
I think it's going to be 3-0. Giroud's going to score, Hudson-Odoi is going to score, and Ross Barkley is going to score.
We're going to teleport them back, are we? Oh dear.
I think 3-0.
3-0 as well.
4-0. No, 3-0.
Make your mind up. Make your mind
up.
up.
Because Lukaku's not playing, I'll say 3-0.
3-0. He may not be playing. Let's say he's
Probably
not playing. Yeah. So let's just do a couple more. Let's do Manchester United against Atalanta. If they don't win this game, Ollie's probably sacked.
2-2.
Nah, Man U will win that 3-0 again. I'm going for another 3.
2-2.
Zenit, Juventus, as they're both in our group.
Juventus is going to win 1-0.
I hope it's a 1-1 draw, so that's what I'm going for. I hope it's a 1-0 win, actually, for Zenit. But yeah.
I think 1-0 to Juventus.
1-1 for me. Yep. And should we leave it at there? Just three predictions today. Yeah, and before I go, just a little fun fact about Malmo, actually. Malmo actually made the Champions League final. It wasn't called the Champions League then, it was the European Cup. And they played an English team and got beat 1-0.
Liverpool.
No.
Man U.
No.
Arsenal.
Who else has won the European Cup? English team.
So it's not Arsenal. Not
Arsenal.
It's not Tottenham.
No.
Chelsea. No. You can't. It's Man U, Liverpool, Nottingham Forest.
Yes, Nottingham Forest. So yeah, they got beat by Nottingham Forest. So yeah, a lot of people may not know that. So yeah, so I don't think they'll be making the final this season over there. No, I don't think so. Yeah, so guys, stick your comments in the section below. Let's hear your score predictions. Anyone, any Swedish players? I don't think I can't. As I said, I didn't look it up. I can't think of any Swedish players who played for Chelsea. Who's in the who made it into their first team. But if I'm wrong, just stick the comments in the section below. Until then, guys, as always, don't forget,
like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified when you make a video. Share this video and comment down below.
Alright, take care. Bye everyone.